DG Television.
The Earth with rings? Yes, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I mean, can't you just imagine just looking up in the sky and seeing this huge astronomical rainbow in the middle of space, and you're seeing the moons and everything orbit it, and then seeing this permanent rainbow in the sky. I mean, and it gives you this bright, beautiful, colorful glare every night, and it never ends. And you're just seeing it from top to bottom without any clouds whatsoever. Have you ever seen a rainbow at night that's just completely engulfing the night sky? Well, that will be a beautiful view to see every night. But first of all, you're talking about the Earth. The Earth with rings. First thing we need to understand is, first, can the Earth, or do the Earth has the right stability for rings? Can it support rings? Is it made for rings? Can a planet like the Earth have rings in our solar system? Well, first of all, let's look at the planet that has rings. Let's look at the planet that has rings first. We have Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune are 4 planets that include rings. Technically, Pluto's moon shell has rings as well, but they're so thin, like they're not even considered rings. They're just a few random stray dust particles that just orbit in a group. But, however, let's talk about rings, like actual rings that you can see. Well, these 4 planets are actually the 4 biggest planets in the entire solar system. I mean, literally. I mean, they have so much mass that they can literally pick up any dust particle that passes near them. These 4 planets literally are next to the asteroid belt, and they can literally grab up any asteroid and any little segment of dust. But however, the Earth, I mean, we're pretty close to the asteroid belt compared to Neptune. I mean, Neptune is 3 times as far from the asteroid belt than Earth. However, even though, you know, the Earth literally has what it has already, and I'm not sure if it's actually getting rings in the future or will ever get rings. So I know what you're asking. I mean, can we just make homemade rings for the Earth? I mean, can we? I mean, first of all, the Earth is built a certain way. Yes, we can, to answer your question. We can actually build rings for the Earth. That is possible. But first of all, let's see what rings are made of first. You know the gas giants, like I mentioned before, their rings are made of ice and dust and pieces of metal. First of all, we would need at least about 2,000 cubic miles of dust to kick into space to orbit the Earth. And we need to grind them down and send them around the Earth in a speed where they stay in orbit and never actually impact the Earth. But the problem is, where do we get all that dust from? I know what you're saying. Why don't we just blow up a section or a desert on the Earth and send the dust into space? First of all, in order to send that much dust into space and it could cause an explosion like that, we will literally mess up our atmosphere completely. We'll send so much dust to our atmosphere, nothing will survive that has lungs that can breathe our air. Plus, we'll also mess up the ocean because of all the dust in there too. So technically, we'll mess up our planet, you know. So, I know what you're saying. Well, we just blow up the moon. Okay then, let's blow up the moon. Okay, but first, we have to understand how important the moon is to us. The moon is in charge of our tides. The moon is in charge of our wobble, which cause our 4 seasons. If we lose our tides, that means the weather conditions, the tsunamis, almost all our coastal cities will be completely flooded, gone. Our 4 seasons will be messed up. lots and lots of animals will die because the body is synchronized to the non-wobble of the Earth. Plus, the magnetic field that circles and protects the Earth from the solar radiation will be destroyed. And technically, our ozone will be destroyed, and technically, our atmosphere will be destroyed too. Another theory is this. What if we just hijack a couple of asteroids out of the asteroid belt and just simply break them up and then send them around our planet? Yes, that is a good idea. What if we do that? But the consequences are very vital, because these are millions of asteroids we're hijacking from an asteroid belt. We're sending them towards Earth. I mean, we're not certain that they're going to orbit the Earth. I mean, some of these asteroids are the size of Texas. Imagine if one hits us by accident. I mean, literally, an asteroid the size of Texas hitting water will literally wipe out all the land on the Earth and literally flood it out and then just destroy it. An asteroid that hits the land the size of Texas will literally open up the crust and let all the mantle and magma out of the Earth and eventually burn the atmosphere up. However, what if we just get asteroids and just send them around the Earth, just simply get into tombs and then push them in a certain direction where we're certain where they circle the Earth? That is a perfect idea. That will make perfect rings, and as they're circling, we will destroy them. The sun's radiation will naturally shred them into fine sand-like grains, and we'll have rings, beautiful rings. But there is still a problem. We have the International Space Station and all these satellites in its way, and the moon. I mean, so these rings are circling the Earth. Literally, all the little dust particles flying half the speed of light will literally hit these things, and it'll mess up our GPSs, mess up our how can I say it? Our communication, our phone lines. And plus, you know, the moon will literally suck some of them up due to its gravity too. But I know what you're asking. Well, we just built one big solid ring, not made of dust, not made of ice, just one big solid ring. There's still a problem. First of all, you have to understand the size of this ring. You're talking about something that's hundreds of times wider than the circumference of the planet. We're building something wider than the planet. Where are we going to get all this metal, all these type of resources to build something as big as the planet? And plus, who said that the rings can stay around the planet? Normally, the Earth is going to be hula hooping this ring, and this thing can easily come crashing down to Earth. It's so big and heavy. But however, there is one theory. What if we just build one wide ring that goes around the Earth and the moon and all the satellites in the middle, while this big long ring circles it at a tilt so it won't crash anything? That's the most perfect thing I've actually theoretically thought of, because it's not getting in the way of anything. I mean, nothing is actually literally in the way because the Earth, the moon, and the satellites are inside of it. The only thing we got to worry about is the gravitational pull. If the Earth's pull can reach that far, and then that's a perfect way if we can have rings. But like I said, this thing if we ever get a chance to make rings for our planet, it will be like very, very long from now, at least the next 2 million years. Because like I said, making rings takes a lot of time, because it takes time to get to the asteroid belt, and it takes time to get back. It takes 5 years to get there, 5 years back. That's 10 years just to get one asteroid. I mean, and we need billions of different pieces of asteroid to circle it. And you know, it takes a lot. So, you know, the Earthwood rings will be so beautiful. Beautiful thing. But the only thing is, it takes a lot of math and a lot of science, and it takes a lot of energy to do. But it will look beautiful though. The Earth will make a nice ring-like planet. But it's still theoretical. Thank you so much for watching another episode of UDG Television. I am KVD Tapion. Please subscribe or look at other YouTubes I got for more information, or you can also look at my Instagram, UDG_television.